Hello, and welcome. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even click anything. Ugh. Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of my Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines playthrough. I'm actually recording this before I have finished rendering episode 2. Not many people have viewed the first episode, but hey, I figure if I just keep pumping them out, someone will find them, right? That's the philosophy I had with my webcomic for a long time, and my Instagram, my art Instagram. Turns out that doesn't work generally. You know, people just won't see it, and you'll be putting a lot of work into nothing. Boo-hoo, a poor me. Well, now I'm in LA, and apparently LaCroix wants to know about the warehouse. I don't see why I need to go to him directly. It seems like it was it was a pretty big deal, like, thing to do, but it seems like he expected me to, he expected me to successfully do it. It shouldn't be that crazy. Let's go over here. There's an interesting little tidbit here. See, there's a place called Venture Tower. Why did I do that? Fuck, I keep accidentally right-clicking. It's called Venture Tower, which is similar to Ventrue, one of the clans in this game. This game doesn't properly explain clans at all, ever, I think, which is kind of frustrating. I wish they would explain a little bit more of the lore here. Because if you don't go into it kind of knowing vampire lore just from watching YouTube videos or reading the books, you're going to be really confused.
Hey, baby.
I know they have multiple character designs for the hookers in this. I don't know why I always see this one. I know there's one who wears yellow. I also wish you could get more blood off of them. Like, but just because it's so easy to get blood in combat areas,
Let's see what you got.
blood outside of combat seems to be... Oh, why did I say no? Why did I say no?
Hey, baby.
Well, I mean, at this point, I'll just feed on her. Blood outside of combat seems way overpriced. Hey, yo, look, it's Fat Larry. With the FAT.
Player, what's the score? How they hang? Good evening and all that commotion. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mac, the only store for all your needs after 10 o'clock. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause I know I got a weight problem. I just don't give a fuck.
God, I love this man. I love this man and Officer Chunk, and honestly, they're both, like, cartoonish characters, but that's kind of what I like about them. I think I heard the writer of this first game got kicked off or left for the second game. I really don't have high hopes for the second game being, I don't know, getting the same feel. You sell counterfeit basketball jerseys or something?
Man, I look like one of those peanut-headed, rock-smoking brothers selling SHACK shirts they made at their mama's house. I'm the real deal OG man in the alley with what you need. Counterfeit. Man, why you gotta be like that?
Hey man, sorry, I didn't know what you were selling. You got guns?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
I understand, man.
Yo, koala ears, lazy eye hammocks, and dwarf saddles right here. Oh, hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick. Hey,
Can't believe this.
I look like Dionne Warwick. Hey, don't walk on by. I look like Dionne Warwick.
Okay, you shut the fuck up, please. I'm trying to buy stuff off you.
Say now, brother. Seeing the kind of commando gear you been stocking up on, you ain't just using that stuff for keeping the neighbors away from your shit, is you?
That obvious?
Wow, that's your business, okay. I I just figured somebody with a shopping list like yours might be up for a little action, all right?
That's true.
Yo, I need a hardcore, massively bionic, two-fisted Yojimbo for a supersized skull. Straight up $100 million movie gangster. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Here's what's going down. I got a tip that the Chinatown Tone and some local boys are meet down at the nearby parking garage to carry out a business deal. Now, I can't tell you what they is exchanging, but let's just say a certain client of mine is ready to drop some Uncle Sam-sized bucks to acquire what's in briefcase number 1. You get it for me, I'ma not only give you a cut, but I'll roll out my special stock as well. Now, how that sound?
Professional business, no questions asked. Exactly my kind of work.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Now, if you're the straight-out hard-boiled Terminator type, I'd suggest you buy some heavy firepower before you roll up to the parking garage. You need anything? Yo, I got dinosaur eggs. We don't know what kind. Buy them and hatch them. Yo.
So he's not gonna shut the fuck up. So that's kind of annoying.
Yo, I got dinosaur eggs. We don't know what kind. Buy them and hatch them. David Duchovny 6. Signed, sealed, and certified. Yo, I got
Do I want to get the Uzi?
eggs. We don't know what
The thing is about the blood powers is that they help a lot. I mean, I don't...
Step right up. Yo.
It's not an Uzi. Why did I say that? I see a submachine gun and I think Uzi. These have actual, like, model names, it looks like. No, just because I want to save up for those heavier clothes. So I like the idea that my character, fire! Ah! Oh shit, now I'm actually on fire. I might frenzy, for real. Should we restock, you think? Nope. No. Anyway, I like the idea that my character was some kind of college nerd or whatever, but the moment that vampires got him into the criminal world, he went, like, hardcore into that. Like I said, I think we've established this man, shit, we had a name for him. What was his name? The character now appears as Naga, which is... I don't remember ever entering that in, so that's a little bit weird. Can I change it? No, I can't. I think his name was something like Alexei or something like that. But now he's like a straight up, like, hitman criminal type. Which, I mean, again, it fits with a lot of the side quests in this game, but, like, I don't know, I find it interesting. He's very by-the-books, professional about it, so that's the kind of person who you'd want in a world like that. See, this is what I was talking about. This is the other design I was talking about. A lot more skimpy, goddamn. But yeah, I'll get to LaCroix eventually. I got some work on the side to do, you know, mortal stuff. Oh shit, a cop. You got a problem, officer? No? Shit. Wait for that guy to be gone. That guy had no feeding animation, which is weird. I could have stealth killed him. But, you know, they count as innocents. No. It's funny, though, how, like, I could sneak up on any of these guys and kill them, and that wouldn't lose me humanity, because they count as enemies, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's part of the job, yeah, but I would still call that just outright murder. Like, when you get into this sort of situation, killing dudes isn't just an act of self-defense. You chose to put yourself in this situation. So that's how it be in a game like this. Whether or not the... Oh, fuck. Whether or not the people you command go into a trance or start dancing seems to be random. Ah, fuck, yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I could totally see this nerd having a fucking samurai fantasy going on here. With the sword. Blood samurai. I am the blood samurai. If you could pick up multiples of weapons, that would be cool. Let's feed on that guy. I might press this button. I need to increase my unarmed so that I can feed off people easier. Shit, the issue is this whole map is one big map, so once you alert one person, you alert them all. Probably climb up into the vents and get away. There's multiple levels to this, like height levels, so possibly. No, because they just keep coming up. So I just went in here guns blazing. Though I imagine with these new powers, man, he might want a fucking power fantasy going on. Imagine seeing a dude bathed in blood, drinking your friends dry of their blood, swinging around a fucking samurai sword and thinking, I'm gonna punch him. God damn. I'm sorry if I'm not talking as much. I feel like I don't talk enough, but I never realized, I guess, how constant Let's Players talking are. It must get tiring. I mean, luckily I don't talk to people that much in my day-to-day life, but god damn, if I did, that would be hard as hell to keep up with this. Like, it's already kind of hard as hell to keep up, but it's not, I guess, as draining. And that's kind of why I wish I had other people to work off of. Those guys are dressed differently. I'm not used to those guys looking like that. Oh, those are the Tau or whatever their name were. So who were they trading with? Ah, fuck, who cares? Though it's weird that it's
Don't you feel like something here? Like we're being watched? No. Hairs on the back of my neck are sticking up. I swear there's something here. It's like, what's the word? Nervous? No. Again. Don't go telling a guy I was nervous.
it's weird that those guys are speaking English to each other. I love the atmosphere here, though. It's weird that the Masquerade isn't still enforced in combat areas, because, like, these guys might know I'm a criminal agent working for a third-party rival or whatever, but, like, they don't know that vampires are a thing. Not every criminal does. So using vampire discipline seems like it would be a breach of the Masquerade around these guys. There's a possibility to sneak all the way through here, grab the briefcase, and sneak back out, but, like, I tend to do when I run through this, and see, this is the thing, it's like Fallout New Vegas, where I'm planning runs ahead of time. I tend to, sneak in there, and then bolt out. Fuck! Shit. Well, it looks like this whole place is going to be a bloodbath. I really am going Terminator style. But see, the thing about breaking Masquerade is when you do, you can't leave any witnesses. What's the black square at the middle bottom of the screen? It says knife? Is the picture that... Bro, this quote-unquote patch has only made things worse. Now I can't even see the fucking icon to pick up items. God damn. And I don't even know if I can launch this in like the normal game version. Let's see if I have any experience I can spend. What do I do with Dominate? Brain wipe. All enemies, small radius think I've disappeared. That's useful. Sleep. These Dominate abilities are good. The issue is... Yeah, see, Dominate I can only bring up to 3, so the highest I could do is the Sleep. save up for the next thaumaturgy thing. The blood of a target will be drained and sent to you, then the victim dies. That's similar to the first one, but I'm going to save up for that, just because it only takes one more experience. The thing is, they have powers statted out in the tabletop games all the way out to, I believe it is up to 9 dots has official powers, and then after that it's just plot device, which I really like. Plot device, that's fucking cool as fuck. Because at that point it's basically, you know the theme of this power, do whatever you want with it. I don't think I went down, I think I went up. Fuck it. But I like that. The thing is, with the exponential costs for the powers in these games, you rarely see a character with a discipline above 4 dots, and almost never above 5. It's basically designed so players are expected to have disciplines up to 5 dots. And then after that, everything else is for NPCs, but I wish you could, because, I don't know, it's interesting, some of the powers that you can get. The thaumaturgy in this is weird, because you have multiple paths of thaumaturgy that you generally have, because thaumaturgy is blood magic on, like, a larger scale, with, like, different, like, schools and paths that you can take, which I find interesting, because it almost implies that it comes from the Tremere's magic, being a clan of mages before even being vampires. But I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Run, run, run. You can't have. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this all from the beginning. Ugh! But yeah, it's interesting to see some of the higher level powers. But then I forgot about these guys entirely. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill myself. But at least on the wiki, they have official powers listed, as opposed to just saying it's what you can do. I have a PDF of the 20th anniversary edition book, which is my favorite version. It's the version I play. But they're called official powers, which in my mind always gave me the reins to say, hey, play. And I guess this is the kind of DM I am. Where I say, hey, players, you know the theme of this power. You understand the dot system of this game. You understand the official powers and their scale, I guess you could say. Get creative, but know that if you're using an unofficial power, it may be a little bit harder. See, these guns do practically nothing to these guys. 9? It's a fucking shotgun. And there's some powers that I feel like honestly should be lower. Like, I think it's like rank 7 or so of not thaumaturgy, vicissitude. Lets you shoot your blood out as acid. But it's like, come on, that seems kind of like that should be a lower level. And I have one of my friends playing as a Zemitsi in our tabletop game, and he said he wanted to do like a JoJo vampire thing where he has like control over different parts of his body, and that's sort of how he uses his thaumaturgy. And I think it's cool. So, you know, at that point, I don't know what to do. I guess my idea is that he can try these sorts of things, but they will be a higher difficulty. They're not things he can just do in the way that you can just do some powers. Should really drain this guy. There we go. God, the graphics in this quote-unquote patch are fucking horrid. But then again, they are higher quality, like texture quality, even if they're not clipped right. It's just like, is there a patch for the patch? Because this is the version that apparently brings back cut content. I like the blood dripping from the character. Reminds me of Mortal Kombat and just their excessive blood drips. Yeah, man, I really think I am just fighting my way through here. Let me save. Leave no witnesses, right? The funny thing is, the human government would be on me like crazy. And it is funny to think, like, even if you're not violating the Masquerade, you would think, Frenzy, alright, I mean, that's actually kind of useful. Fuck. Even if I'm not violating the Masquerade, having this much heat on me, because there would 100%, oh my fucking god, there would 100% be police, like, investigating this character. You think that would be enough to get the Camarilla on my ass and be like, yo, stop this shit. Just because I'm not being stealthy in a way that a Ventrue would be. I'm just going in and killing shit with my fucking magic. Oh, come on. Fuck off. If I go in here, can they can't follow me, right? See you later, Baconators. Stealth. I wonder if the new game's ever actually going to come out. I would be surprised if it did. Oh my god, if you touch the door while it's opening, it closes, so it fucking hell. Maybe I should spend those points on that new command. Fuck it. Not command, dominate. Command isn't a thing. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh, command is the level 1 of it. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't heal myself with 1 point? Fuck. Can't do that with 1 point either. Fuck. Looks like they're not coming between levels, which is nice. God, this is a deep parking garage with a lot of fucking people. I'll save here, but fuck, I don't know if I want to. Let me check and make sure this is recording. Alright, alright, alright. It is. We're good. Ugh. Get some of my Coke Zero. So an update for any of those of you who are interested in the whole starving situation. I'm still poor. I'm still out of a job. I applied to one place today, but I'm going to start like physically going into everywhere that I can. It's weird that on the bottom right, there's like a little bit of blood that's still showing. I guess that's the 1 point. Generally, vampires try to keep at least 1 point of blood in them. One, to keep from frenzying, but also because they need 1 point to wake up every night. But I'm still poor. I had a bunch of shit I wanted to sell to a pawn shop, but the pawn shop and the game store, between the two of them, they only bought video games. All the kind of used books I had some figures that I wanted to sell, like D&D, like unpainted minifigures. All that shit. See, this seems like it's going backwards. They weren't interested in anything else. I have a keyboard that I'm thinking... How? Can they not see me? Okay. They weren't interested in any of that, so I ended up getting $20 total. They didn't even buy all the games I had to sell. One of them was kind of scratched up, which is understandable, but the other one was just how much I wanted for it, which was $5 for it, was how much they would have sold it at anyway. So for them, they wouldn't even have made a profit off of it. I probably should have still taken it because I am that poor at this point, but I was hoping maybe I could go somewhere else to sell it. Fuck, honestly, GameStop at this point could, if they fucking, they only do in-store credit, but, you know. How do they not see me? Fuck, you know, I should spend some points on stealth. It's nice that you can just spend it in the moment. Uh, uh, um, what was I saying? But yeah, I got $20 in total, and I spent most of that on like $1 meals. So I think I got 14 of those $1 meals. 13, 12, I don't know, something around those range. Problem is, that's not a lot of food in them, so I kind of need to have 2 anyway, so really I got enough food for like 2.5 days, so that's fun. Oh, I don't have enough blood for anything. I have to fight this guy. Please at least tell me I have, nope, I don't have my shield yet either. Or not shield yet, shield anymore. How can you not see me? This man is blind. I mean, I get it, this is a game, this is a world of darkness where stereotypes rule, but God, his eyes aren't that squinty, come on. Yeah, funny racist joke. Racist jokes can be funny, that just wasn't funny, so, bad on me. White boy, please don't see me, what, you're pointing right at me! He's pointing right at me. If I stood up, he would shoot me, but he just can't see me right now. Watch this shit. New save. Immediately. What? God, video game stealth logic, man, I tell you what. Yeah, I'll die, whatever. The dying effect is really interesting in this, because they didn't necessarily have to do that, but it looks very cool. I think when vampires die, they just stop moving. Well, first off, it's very hard to kill a vampire in the tabletop game. They go into torpor, but they have to take aggravated damage to truly die. You just keep hurting their. Is he never gonna look away? You'll just keep hurting their unmoving, lifeless corpse. Otherwise, because they're not truly dead, and you. He is really just gonna stand there that whole time, huh? But the effect that they use. Oh, that's funny. My for some reason my blood goes up, so I just used the discipline as I was dying. The effect they use here is not accurate to the other interpretation I've seen, which is that when vampires die. Oh fuck. Which is that when vampires die, they revert to the state that they would be in naturally if they had been dying and rotting for the entire time that they were a vampire. Which my character hasn't been dead for long. But it still looks cool, right? They put effort into something that had no reason to be. Oh, so I'm really just stuck like this now? Now I'm just stuck in a death loop. I trap myself. I fucked myself. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Okay, I'm gonna cheat here. I'm sorry, guys, but I fucked myself there. No hate. No hate on me. You fuck off, thank you. See, I don't know why I'm not going up into there. Is it because I'm not crouching? I think it's because I'm not crouching, but then, like... Look, see? I just want to go into the vent. I'm just going to go into the vent until they stop being alerted to me, and then I'll be cool. Turn off God. And eventually we'll be fine, hopefully. No target. And then eventually they'll go back. Oh, I should have just done no target. I like the effect though, and especially because you don't fight many vampire characters except for at the end. No, I'm just infinitely shooting. Infinite shooting animation. Infinite shooting animation. Nope, it doesn't stop when I actually stop shooting. The fuck is going on? They're like running towards me, but they're just not shooting me. It's probably their AI saying they're alerted to something going on, but not what in particular. I'm just gonna load an even earlier save. Goddamn. I say goddamn a lot. No, that's just like that for the rest of the game. Okay, I'm exiting the game, I guess, for fuck's sake. I hope y'all are having fun here. We have fun here. Someone has fun. Ugh. I love patches that make the games worse. There's this mod for Team Fortress 2 called TF2 Classic that I think is pretty nice. I like the general idea, which is to bring TF2 back to its old design philosophy. So it gets rid of all the cosmetics and most of the new weapons, but not all of them. All of the new weapons, yes, it does actually, except for I believe the gunboats or the man-treads, one of those two. And it brings their own custom weapons, and I like some of them. Let me make sure that no target is off, no clip target. Oh, excuse me. But there's some that I wish they did have from the main game. They have the nail gun, which is cut from the game pretty early on for the scout, which is nice. They gave Demo Man the TNT pack, which I really like because it allows him to take more of an offensive role. And they gave him Mines, which gives him a more defensive role, with the Sticky Bomb Launcher being his sort of either-or option. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. I'll admit. Fuck, I was not prepared for this mission. Yeah. But I wish there was a Dragon's Fury. The Dragon's Fury should have been in the game from way earlier on. It's a flame cannon, and there's a flame cannon in Team Fortress Classic. But I think they should have that as far as weapons from the game. I like the new renders they have for the mercenaries, and I love the new explosion and fire effects. So much to the point where I put those explosion and fire effects into Team Fortress 2 proper, by just like copy and pasting the effects over. You don't see me, but you'll never look away. Please, he's actually going away. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Nope, he's walking towards me. Fuck. Fuck. Run. Vent time. I do not know how I'm going to get out of here. I really like the new renders of the characters, though. Everyone else seems really put off by them, but I like them. They say the Scout looks a little weird, which he kind of does. I think his eyes are blue in the new ones when his eyes were brown before. Or maybe they were always blue. I don't know. Should I even bother coming down here? I'm just going to get chased. Oh, can I ladder off of this? Ladder. Yes, ladder. Hey, what? Shit, he's going to see me. They're going to see me. They're going to see me. Fuck, fuck. Maybe not. Holy fuck. Do I have the upgrades that I did to stealth still? Okay. I didn't know if this was before or after that. I've been kind of save scumming. Nope. I'm not going to be able to make this through here. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. Nope. They see me. They see me. They see me. The thing about stealth in games like this is that if this happened, if you saw someone sneaking through, you would never be unalerted. You would stay on alert the whole time. You would still remember that there was a guy there, even if he, like, disappeared. Like, you might think that he left, but you would still be a little bit concerned, right? At least I would be. Oh, fuck, this is it. This is it, I think. Oh, what am I gonna do? And Fat Larry, he really banked on fucking just asking some random dude who bought some weapons off of him to do some shit for him. I don't know what he thought I was gonna do. Let me check these weapons stats. They're different, but let's see. Damage potential 36, damage potential 12, but I seem to be doing fucking 9 damage with this fucking thing. It's crazy how what humans can survive, huh? I need blood! Huh? It's crazy how people's voices change whenever they're in combat compared to like their idle talk. Also compared to their text box talk. I really need to fill a void here. I was talking about TF2 Classic. Maybe the kind of people that are going to watch me aren't going to need constant stimulation, because I don't know. I don't think anyone. I'm amazed the one video already has 11 views after a couple of days. Oh, that's funny how they were alerted to me, and so they ran over there, and then now, oh, let's run, 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 run as fast as I can. They can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Let's run around as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Anyway, by hiding here, eventually they'll just stop searching instead of shooting at the vents, which is kind of weird. Special delivery to Fat Larry. What if I looked in what the briefcase was anyway? Briefcase, contents unknown. Larry asked you to grab this from him from an exchange in the parking garage with you. Obviously did. Alright, so it does give me the option to open it. I mean, I guess my character wouldn't, but I, as a real person, am interested. God, I need blood. Yo, I'm starving, just like real life. Funny. Let's save here and see if I can just rush the fuck out. It's cool that blood healing is a thing in this when it wasn't originally. In the main game, I run it so that nope. In the main game, I run it so that my players heal when they feed, like in this, and then also they can heal with blood later. But I think you can only heal with blood, technically on paper, in the main game. Been working on some new stuff for my webcomic. If anyone actually reads it, read my webcomic. But God, I don't know how you were expected to get back with stealth, considering a lot of these shortcuts are one way. But I was working on some cool art that I'm really happy with. Again, I feel like I put a lot of work into something that no one's ever going to look at. Error. Error. Feed off him, feed off him, feed off him. Holy fuck. No, 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 I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Fuck. Sometimes I wish I could purposefully induce frenzy. Please read my webcomic if you're listening to this, guys. But then again, the kind of people that would listen to a kind of boring, all things considered, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines playthrough, I don't know if you'd be interested in the kind of stuff I make, but man's got to try. Just keep trying to feed him. Just keep trying. You'll succeed eventually. Nope. Okay, fuck you. Oh, what if I blood healed as I die? Probably not. That death is probably like a, what's the word? Scripted event. Well, that was a tick, but I did say what I was trying to say, so be it. How am I gonna get out of here, man? Fuck. This is gonna take a while. Did I eat? I ate all those blood packs a while ago. There's just too many of them. Fuck! I did have one more point. Fuck my life. Let's see what I can do with that one point. What can I do with that one point? Can I use the projectile? I think the blood projectile is 1 point. So, and I believe that if you hit someone, sometimes they will come back with more. I need to wait for my body to heal, though. It'd be nice. See, it did come back with one more, so maybe I can stand up here and cheese them. No, I'm dying too quickly, and they're hitting me too quickly. Ah! I can wait it out, but that'll leave boring as fuck. I did get some blood off of them, though. This is going to be a long process, but I think we can do it, boys. What do you think? You think we can do it? God, we heal so slow. I might have to cut out some bits here. Possibly cut out some bits here. Bites here. Oh! Bites like vampires, like vampire bites. I don't. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I had to save scum my way and cheese my way through that. Which is a little bit concerning, because I don't know if I'm playing worse than I normally am or what, or if this patch really fucked something up, because that is by far not the hardest dungeon in this game. The fucking Warrens are the worst. Weird that this police officer, I guess he's still dazed, he doesn't give a fuck when I'm coming out. Like, even if I was being chased by gangsters, all that commotion, he does not give a fuck. This is meant to be a quick side thing before I went back to the main quest with Croy.
Hey, baby. Looking Mm.
These guys. If Larry wasn't here, I would fucking eat those guys. Get! Oh, come on, come on. Get the fuck out of the way.
Okay, honey.
See, I used to think that it had to do with whether or not other NPCs could see us, but it seems like maybe there's specific places that are marked. As opposed to... Oh man, I almost drained her dry. Specific places, like, in the map that are marked, like, you know, she crossed this threshold right here. As opposed to... freeze. What's going on? Yo, is this man just fucking going postal? Goddamn. The fuck happened? It looked like he started the fight. Is that guy about to go in and do the same shit? Is this gonna happen infinitely? It's this quote unquote patch is broken to hell. No, Fat Larry with the FAT, please don't. I need to talk to you for the quest. Fat Larry with the FAT, please, for the love of fuck.
Partner!
Got the briefcase.
Outstanding! Pass it over here, partner. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off by losing this. Too bad I sent my man right here after. All right, let me peel off a few bills for you. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef, the expensive shit. You wanna come? My treat.
I'll have to pass. I don't like to get personal with my business partners.
Say, my girl down in Confession, named Venus Dare. She asking around for someone with skills to... Well, I'll let her tell you. I'll give her a call, recommend you if you're interested.
For sure, for sure.
Man, what you do with all this stuff, I don't want to know. Just keep that cash flowing.
Keep it real with you, Larry. You are my closest friend and business partner in these nights. But yeah, let's see the merchandise. God, some fucking clothes is nice. Okay, so this is the Uzi. And the axe might be nice. Let's compare that axe. That axe is expensive. Let's compare it to the shitty katana. Lethality up, which is interesting, because I guess it is still a blade, but I guess I think of it more as a blunt instrument than a katana. Who else would attack fire with a blade? Ah, it's a fire axe. Ha ha ha. That's funny. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Game Grumps. Game Grumps. Haha, I did a funny Game Grumps joke. I'm gonna buy this knife and sell it right back to him. I don't care who you are. That's funny. If I steal enough Game Grumps bits, then I'll be funny. Ha ha ha. Boom, bam, boom, boom, bada, bam. It's got purple tires. Hold on, do those have purple tires, or is that a missing texture? No, those look properly purple. That's not a missing texture. Weird. Coronavirus. 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 See, it's funny because I said coronavirus. It's because it's topical and it's funny. See, if this said Venture Tower on the front, that would be nice. I could have swore it used to say Venture Tower out on the front. Or is that even the right place? I think that's the right place. Is that the place? No, it's not. This is Venture Tower. Can the physics objects hurt me like in Half-Life? Gary's mod. Oh yeah, that's one thing that sucks. This is a Source game, but unlike Portal and Team Fortress 2, you can't mount it onto Gary's mod. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of crossover between the vampire community and the Gary's mod community. Which sucks, because again, everything in this game could be done in Gary's mod. This is a Source engine game. Get on that shit. Someone get on that shit. This is a command. Get on that shit. Kindred about lesser clans and bloodlines. Well, it would be nice if you would, like, put these in the game called Bloodlines, huh?
You look familiar, Chief. We haven't met before, have we? Oh, yeah, back in Santa Monica, right? I don't know what came over me back there, but now I got this sweet night shift position, and I'm happier than the time I met Superwoods. Well, enough about my lucky break. You, here to see one of the bigwigs, Chief?
You don't know what came over you back there? Back whenever you cried? That was about it. Anyway, yeah, I'm here for LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
What do you think?
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Alright, see you later,
Yeah,
bud.
you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. Do you need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I could tell. Sebastian LaCroix. The prince didn't even tell me his name. The prince of all vampires? Really just in LA? Is he the prince of all vampires? Is he the prince of California? Camarilla is what they call themselves?
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse.
Yes.
This is correct, yes?
Yes, sir.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
No, none at all, sir.
That is the answer I'd like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I'm sure you'll better appreciate me covering his ass. What is this giant man next to him? How does that guy uphold the masquerade? Well, I'd say I don't really have a choice in this, do I?
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Vaguely, yes, on the news,
The
actually.
police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Alright.
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence. So, be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
See, I don't even have the ability to lie to him. And this is an issue that I kind of mentioned earlier, how this game is rife, especially being a game about Vampire the Masquerade, for double-crossing and two-timing and lying and little subtle paths like Fallout New Vegas does. Like how you can kill Caesar and then cover it up. How you can be a double agent, etc., etc. But in this, you're basically forced down one pathway. You can say that, hey, I'm working for you to the Anarchs, but at the end of the day, all of your quests are being passed down by Sebastian LaCroix. And this is another example where I have to tell him. I can't not tell him. And he has dominate. And if you say no to him enough, he will dominate you and force you to do things. But this isn't an example of that. It's just I have to tell him.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
So the thing is, I would have said, like, not even just as a lie, just instinctually, I would have just said he didn't say much. He basically just expected me to thank him for saving me.
Give the Anarch community my regards. Give the Anarch community...
Okay. Now look at this man. He's giant. He never speaks. He can't hide the fact he's a vampire. God, look at it. That man just is big. Like, because that's not even a vampire thing. He's just, like, god damn. Yeah, his legs go all the way. Yeah, that's... Fuck, man. Is this... No, he wouldn't be. I was going to make a joke about how Christians often say that people were bigger and lived longer before Noah's flood. And I'll say, what, is he fucking pre-flood? Is that why he's so big? But no, the pre-flood vampires are a whole fucking piece of the lore.
Yeah, you'll go
Chunky
right on
man.
up and see Miss... Ah, let's see what we got on good old camera 3. Oh, well, hello there. I've been thinking about you. Oh, yeah. I want to lick you all over.
What you
Then
talking
make
about,
my
buddy?
way down to your creamy center and... What the...
Camera,
Get your hands off my Bavarian cream!
This is... What are you You're just... Are you... Schizo. What? Well, I was gonna go down to the last round, but I don't want you anymore, bro. So LaCroix's making me. I got that note from that one guy that said to find him in his... I don't remember what he called it. Someplace downtown. There's a riddle.
It's a nice night out, huh?
Bro. Yeah, nice night out, bro. California. Oh, dude. California. You alright, bud? That's fucking spooky. Does that have anything to do with this graffiti here? I saw two symbols. Looks like it's leading me somewhere. Oh. Morpheus?
What's up, brother? You enlightened?
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Come back when you become enlightened.
Who are you? 2000s cool cat black man moment. You're trying too hard, man. You'll never be... Listen, if you're trying too hard like that, you'll never out cool Fat Larry with the FAT. This place looks spooky. Ooh, a library. Huh. Wonder if downtown LA has a library. They have to, right? Thaumaturgical creatures. Gargoyles. During the medieval conflict with the Senisi. Ugh. Hmm. So gargoyles are horrible fucking amalgamations of other vampires. No wonder everyone hates the Tremere. It's probably who lives here is a Tremere. Be nice to finally... this is a big place. Nice to finally get to know my own kind. Oop, I just got teleported. That wasn't even subtle is the thing. That was like, see, that was subtler, but like, this is a split hallway that goes both ways. See, split hallway that goes both ways, and then I got teleported. Like, okay, that was smoother. That was really not that great, though. It's funny that Portal came out of the Source engine. Hello, sir.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
So here's the thing, is that the Tremere themselves they can be argued to be a sect themselves with their weird pyramid scheme structure and the blood bond that they're all supposed to have with each other. It's similar to the Sabbat, all things considered, as far as their enforced loyalty, but I wouldn't trust them in the Camarilla, honestly. The Tremere are... there's a reason why everyone hates the Tremere. And it's odd that my character is a Tremere born outside of the pyramid. I would say arguably he shouldn't have thaumaturgy. It's not a natural thing. It is the magic of the mages through the blood curse.
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What is chantry?
Ah, yes, forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan.
You're of the Tremere clan, then?
Yes. This new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
What exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
The funny thing is that the Tremere are hated among vampires and jokes among mages. Because a mage achieving immortality is possible with 3 dots in several different spheres. If you know the tabletop game, basically different schools of magic. Which is like a medium amount of dedication to life or matter or time can get you immortality. And the fact that this man chose the route of becoming a vampire is fucking sad. When you say embraced within the pyramid, what does that mean?
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid.
How can I get inside the pyramid? I was a scholar myself, and the idea that you are vampire mages interests me, and I wish to join the clan proper, even if I'm not currently accepted.
Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later.
You said you were a regent?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan. Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Understood.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Coronavirus.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
And see, this is an interesting thing, is that the Tremere are, in a way, a sect in and of themselves within the larger sect of the Camarilla. And their enforced loyalty to each other makes it almost impossible for a Tremere to be part of the Anarchs. And again, this shows how the clan structure here isn't as rigid as a race, right? It is the form that your curse takes, but it's not. You know, a character could be if he started a line of Tremere Anarchs that could easily become its own bloodline at some point, not just Antibrew or whatever the fuck, because Antibrew are bullshit. But it's also interesting how sometimes they have different powers and different weaknesses, so it's a lot more plastic and malleable than people think. Okay, I'll look into this epidemic for you.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
Also,
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
one more question for you. You said the Camarilla. I've heard of this in passing. I assume the prince is the leader of it. But can you tell me a bit about it?
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Can I ask you a little more about the Camarilla?
What else would you like to know?
What do you think of the prince?
The Croy is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power. Surely. What else would you like to know?
That's all.
Of course.
So, you see he calls vampires a species, and that seems to be a pretty common, what's the word? Thought process among vampires is that they are separate from humans. But I really do look at them as humans with a condition, and I don't think that they necessarily need to hide themselves. If they were viewed as people with a sickness that did certain things to them, that changed how they needed to survive,
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure this is the model for the player model for the Toreador men with some different coloring. Anyway, I think they could be accepted into society if they didn't forcefully feed off of people and got people that willingly donated. The society would need some core restructuring, but I don't think it would be impossible for them to live peacefully among the human population. And it's sad to see all this. Even the Anarchs believe in the Masquerade, and the only vampire sect that largely doesn't believe in the Masquerade are the the Sabbat who want to rule over it with an iron fist. And honestly, I'll keep real with you. The Sabbat have some pretty solid ideas. Mainly is that they're right about the facts of everything. Of everything. They're right about the facts. The lore is what the Sabbat believe, and the Camarilla deny it, but they deny the existence of antediluvians. Antediluvians exist. One of them came out and tried to... I went down the wrong pathway. One of them woke up and fucked up a large portion of the world, and the Camarilla had to help.
Hey, baby.
What? She sounded Hispanic there for a second. The Camarilla had to help cover it up, you know? They still deny it. And they deny this idea that older vampires want to rule over the younger ones. And the thing is, on paper, the Sabbat acknowledges that older vampires prey on younger vampires in the same way that vampires prey on humans, but then they don't, in practice, actually do anything about it. The facts, on paper, of what the Sabbat believe are correct. The literal what has happened in the world. But what they do with that information, what they want to rule over humanity is... Oh my fucking God. It's retarded. And it's sad. If you took the Anarchs sort of... I don't know. What did the Anarchs... See, the Anarchs are presented as the good guys, I feel like, a lot of the time. But even then, the main thing is they want to hide their existence. They want to act like they're separate from humanity. Because, in a way, they still do see themselves as above humanity in the way the Camarilla and the Sabbat do. There are no good guys in the world of darkness. I know. Fucking shocking revelation. Should I keep going the wrong way? I keep trying to get away from this place. Epidemic. Oh, I thought this went somewhere. I don't actually remember how the LA map works too well. Epidemic. Among Us. Fucking kill myself. Fucking kill myself. I hate Among Us. Among Us has ruined my brain. It's not a bad game conceptually, but it's just kind of a ripoff of a lot of other games that already exist. Trouble in Terrorist Town, you know, One Night Alternate Werewolf. I say One Night Alternate Werewolf. There's multiple versions of the werewolf game. The one Salem Witch Trials game. You know, those games you take a role of characters and one of them is trying to kill off the rest of them. But it was everywhere for so long, and it still is to this day to some degree. This is a different bed model. This is well, I guess the physics aren't really there. Well, they could have used the physics bed model from Half-Life. But it was just everywhere for so long that it became annoying. And there was the whole meme where everyone was seeing Among Us everywhere. But that actually did something to me. Other people, I think, got over it. But for me, I do still see Among Us everywhere. And I think of this compulsion. There's a compulsion in my head to say sus and to say Among Us. Just whenever there's nothing else to say, it fills the void in my thought. And I really feel like I have some sort of like brain damage or disorder caused by this shit that will never go away. And it causes me actual mental anguish. It's weird. My friends laugh at me when I try to tell them about that, and I try to ask them to be considerate. They laugh at me. They don't take it seriously, even though it seriously causes me a lot of fucking mental anguish. I don't know how else to explain it. Aha! Sussy! Sus! Among Us! Sussy! Sus! Sus! Sussy! 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 I wish that, I wish this bar had more people in it, and I wish you could see the vampires drinking off the people. Because, like, that's how they would have to get drunk. That guy is the exact same model as the dude back at the asylum. That dude is... That's a model for a Sabbat dude. Or I guess it's general human model. Enemy model. Okay, look, it's Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
A shithole.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
Yeah.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive. Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
I wouldn't say you're much different, Jack. I haven't seen enough of your actions to know how to judge you.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so. Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
Why did he want to kill me in the first place?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, fascist crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
See, I really need to play this character because in real life, I've fallen so far down the angry leftist rabbit hole that, like, I cannot see the Camarilla as anything but a horrible fascist faction, like he says, similarly. This character that I'm playing as cares about law and order. Oh. My Google thing went off and looked up Camarilla. But my character cares a lot about law and order, and even if he knows the system is unjust and that he's being taken advantage of, he does believe that he can play within the system and beat it within it. You know what I mean? Fight the odds. So how come I'm still standing here? Huh? What? Vampire population. So you don't follow the Camarilla's law?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
What if my character had an X in their name? I wonder if there's different dialogue for that. Extended lore, Jack was a pirate, so it kind of makes sense. But also, that also means he's kind of a piece of shit, because he probably did a lot of evil shit. Like, this man is portrayed, I feel like, a lot of times. When you talk to the fortune teller, she says you can trust the lone wolf and the man on the couch. And when you look at Jack, he's hairy. He's an anarch, but even then, he doesn't really prescribe to the anarch's beliefs. He just kind of hangs out around them. You would think he's the lone wolf, but I don't think so. I think the lone wolf is Nines Rodriguez. He's a loner in, like, the mysterious badass way, but Jack is a sketchy motherfucker, even if he's portrayed as your ally because he's the first guy to help you. He's older. He's one of the oldest vampires in the game, I think. I mean, I don't know their exact ages, but I think he's older than any of the LA Anarchs here. It's just, you can't trust anyone in this world, in this game, but you especially can't trust the ones that seem like you can trust them. So if the prince wanted to kill me, why am I still here? He's got power. If he really wanted to kill me, he could have. I couldn't have stopped him, and I'm going to keep it real with you, Jack. I don't think Nines could have stopped him either.
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Venturer born in a building. When Nines called him out, Croy realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Are you into public relations, Jack?
Yeah, man. It's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
And here you were giving me lessons on humanity.
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
What, so he's not the leader of all the vampires? Fuck, I'm in over my head, man. I need to know how this whole thing works. So, not every vampire is part of the Camarilla or the Sabbat?
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. What the hell that means? Anarchs. That's got a nice kick to it, though, huh?
The anarchs are not necessarily anarchists.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
Who's your leader?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes his politics a little too seriously. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
So you know a lot about politics yourself, Jack.
Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them.
It's kind of funny calling you call him Jack, and it's his name, but it's funny because all I can think of is the way Joe Biden talks now. So what clan are you in?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
But see, this impression is wrong. The Anarchs aren't all Bruja. They're majorly Bruja because they're the ones that care more than anyone else, but they're not all Bruja. Well, I'll see you around, Jack. I got work to do. Pawn, being a pawn.
Talk of the town. Poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today, boy?
None of your fucking business. Nines. You're the man I've been looking for.
You showed up.
Oh, I skipped his work. His his lines. I'll tell you, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm a guy out of nowhere who came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me. Not another fucking speech. So here's my character showing his real feelings around the Anarchs.
What? Hang on a sec.
Shut up!
As I was saying, all this, the life we lead, it's a mess. It's older than this city, this country. Who knows how long this shit's gone on.
Alright.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess.
That's some good animation right there. This game doesn't have good animation generally. So I'm gonna take my bets on working my way up the 2 pyramid schemes that I'm in right now. I don't really have anything to say to you, man.
Kid, I don't give a fuck if you go or stay. Thought I'd give you a fighting chance. If you want to go, get lost.
I didn't have any other option, so I'm gonna say I'm sorry, and I did want to bring up the trial with him.
Them is fighting words, Lily. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard.
I still don't get what you're getting at, man. What were you there for if you're not part of their system?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite. Keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
One, you came up from the Depression. That's during segregation. You want to talk about how things used to be equal. Fuck off, you old racist bastard. Two, this game came out in 2004. If it came out any later, it wouldn't be back in the Depression. It would be right fucking now during the 2008 financial crisis that almost fucking sent the world into another Great Depression. Fuck, bro. Anarch-free state.
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Not a big prayer. So, what do you think what this character would say? Have you tried talking to the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Meeting everything with violence. Sounds real fun. Sounds sounds like a real great way of working things, buddy.
The hell with you then. You go on back to your tower. Say what you want about me, but not one of us in this bar is a no-good, two-faced, backstabbing, would-be tyrant like that son of a bitch LaCroix. He and his Camarilla are on borrowed time.
Well, I appreciate you for saving my life, but I gotta go with the existing power structure, man. I've never made him actively hate you like this. That's horrible. What if I talk to him again?
Thought I told you to get back to your tower. Run along. I think LaCroix's shoes need polishing.
So that chased you in here, Cammy?
What's your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? All right, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
So here's the thing. Well, first off, goddamn, she's got like the full fucking beret. This is the only time whenever her response makes any sense. There can be times where you're sympathetic to the Camarilla, and she's still a bitch.
Winning? More like festering. What the hell do you know anyway? Just woke up dead and think you already know.
They could put in a good word for you.
That's real. Let me put it in perspective for you. The Camarilla claims every kindred's part of the organization regardless. You do something they don't like, well, you're Camarilla, so you get punished under their laws, like it or not.
Is there a point to all this?
You need to start listening, or you're gonna wind up just like your sire.
You're annoying. You're head of the pep squad around here.
I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix ruled in.
The Tremere Regent says the Anarchs are responsible for the local pandemic. You got anything to say about that?
That goddamn Blood Witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoe. Magic missile casting motherfucker!
Oh, it's a plague bearer.
A plague bearer's a point. It doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
One, we have a disease. It's called being fucking vampires. Two, lore-wise, this is out of character now. Lore-wise, vampires can't get or spread disease. They would, if to spread a disease, they would have to feed from someone who's sick and immediately feed on someone who isn't. Because from what I've read, the idea is that like viruses just literally can't live in their body. They have nothing to feed on. It's too cold and all that. So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Anarchs make a mess. I suppose it's time for me to clean it up.
For all I know, this could be some Camarilla plot.
Yeah.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him. Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
That's disgusting.
Hey, I heard that.
Right, you heard that I said it was disgusting, yeah. For some reason they switched Damsel and the other guy's positions. Black guy, what's his name? Helter Skelter or something like that. Damsel used to be down here and he used to be upstairs. I don't know why the patch switched that, but it did. But see, the fact that the framing of this game is a lot of people's first introduction to Vampire, and if you know the lore, you can extrapolate, you know, it's a limited game space, but the fact that this tiny bar that I can walk from one end to the other of the building in less than 10 seconds, this is said to be the headquarters of the Anarchs, basically. And they, you know, the Camarilla have the entirety of Venture Tower, and whatnot. It gives you a very specific kind of perspective. And again, the Anarchs are positioned as the good guys, and that's just not how it is. I don't know. I wish there was more vampire media to even interact with. But honestly, it looks like the series now is going a similar way of D&D where it's, I don't know, it's changing to fit the modern world. Whenever, what I like about Vampire is the late 90s, early 2000s edge. But yeah, mostly it's just like 2 series of games online, recordings of game sessions, like tabletop game sessions, by the same dude, the same one dude. And then this game, and there's other Vampire Masquerade games, but they're so horrible. Like they're like action adventure games. Like this is at least some kind of role playing game. Hey, homeless fella.
What do you want?
You say anything about the sickness going on?
Yeah? Well, I'd feel a lot more like talking if you gave me a few bucks, you know? How about a 20 to lubricate the old vocal cords?
God, I wish I had $20. You not remember me, man? Down the shelter?
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know too much about nothing, but I know that Tin Can Bill's been telling some crazy stories about how he's got sick and all. Something about a monster, some such.
I'm amazed my character doesn't have $20.
You can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar nearby.
Interesting. My character don't have $20? Damn, I do not even have $20. For fuck's sake, I'm poor as fuck. Well, it's just like real life. When your character in the video game is poor and still has more money than you. I wish I had $18. You know, whenever you see a homeless person with a shopping cart, obviously they had to steal it at some point. But like, I don't want to fuck with it. I'm like, whatever. You know, it's not a huge end of the world crime, and you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's like, what am I gonna do about it now? But I always wondered if police ever stopped and harassed them about that. Probably they do, right? Like, police are assholes about that kind of stuff. I get harassed just because I wear face paint. That X on my avatar is an X that I wear in real life a lot of the time.
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Is that you, Fred? I ain't got no booze tonight, so you may as well get the hell out of here.
Huh, my character's gonna be kind of a dick. I don't need your booze, old man. Tell me what you know about this epidemic.
I might be able to.
$5, yeah.
Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch. For medicinal purposes, you know.
Shit, bro. $5 alcohol? Hook me the fuck up.
Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been
I
telling
guess
my
inflation.
friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more.
Alright, Bill. I'll listen.
It was a monster, you see. A monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and his eyes piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. Still giving me bad dreams.
See, what he described here, I think a lot of people would think of a Nosferatu, but sometimes vampires are just ugly and monstrous, and I like that. I like that sometimes they are just ugly and monstrous just 'cause. Tell me where this monster came from, buddy.
Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
The bad place. Well, listen, I have to do this thing called gatekeep, gaslight, girl bossing to uphold the Masquerade. So, I don't know what you're talking about, man. That's kind of crazy that you just died, and I didn't murder you or anything, right? He just went silent and then just stopped. So I don't know what's up with that actually. He said the bad place like he's some kind of abused toddler from a shitty cartoon. Why can't I use the blood shield? Oh, I can, alright. Where does that area go to exactly? It looks like a small tunnel. Put up my lockpicking. Let's see. Lockpicking, security, and dexterity. Dexterity's increase that, but I could increase this twice if I just want to do twice if I just want to do lockpicking. But dexterity is good for sneaking too. But I could also just blood buff my way through that. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think they would keep me from... rat. I don't think they would keep me from the boss fight that's down here, otherwise. Let me see what my eyes look like. I could have sworn my eyes glowed yellow last time I was like this, but alright. These are just exits. Maybe I do have to lock my way through there. It's weird that lockpicking is such a common skill in video games. I mean, like, I know the basic concepts of lockpicking in real life, but knowing the basic concepts, it's weird that a normal person can just try to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I practiced on this old school lock I had that had like a key in the back, even though school locks are combination locks. And I could do it every so often, but I think it was just because it was a crappy lock, you know what I mean? No, I think this is just going to be another exit. It's not even where I came from, actually. I think it is. Yep. I'm just going to blood buff my way through there, then. That's just a straight open hole, and I wonder where the fuck that's at. That's a difficulty 5. Yeah, am I not at 5? 4. Okay, so I am going to increase security 1. And can't do anything for dexterity. And then now that should be at 5. There we go. Lockpicking is not a common thing that you do in fact. Hold on. Did I fuck up? This is just... Okay, no, it's to another part of the sewer, alright. I have to kill the plague bearer, and then I'll be a fully fledged Tremere, hopefully. But see, the fact this guy is invisible does make me think he might just be a Nosferatu of some kind. Ugh. Holy shit, is that Officer Chunk?
Did you? Following the smell of entrails and rotting flesh. You little bloodsucker. There's meat galore in my kingdom.
So the thing is, he looks fucked up, but he doesn't look like too fucked up. Like, that looks like stuff he could have done to himself. His ears are pointy, never mind. I was gonna say maybe he was a Malkavian with how he turns invisible. I don't know, it's kinda cool that it's kept vague, though. What the fuck?
The doors have been opened, the seals broken, and the final steps into the abyss. The terrible mysteries of the ninth circle held.
The ninth circle, what?
The brotherhood of the ninth circle. The darkest dawn is almost upon us. Come, join us in these last nights, spreading our disease upon the earth, sharing this unholy communion with our human herd.
You're fucking disgusting.
Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the diseased halls of the dead. Look around you. The blood. The bloated bodies. The maggot-ridden mortal shells. These are the signs. The coming of a new age.
See, this is something, this little weird brotherhood they have, is not something I've seen in any other vampire media, and I feel like it's never talked about even.
They are the weak. Join the disciples who have gathered here, floating in their own putrescence. I will show you the mysteries of our brotherhood as I feed on your flesh.
Feed on my flesh. My man, you ever heard of Diablerie bad, bro? Diablerie bad. Oh, and I got rid of my blood shield for some reason. Great. Anyway, bro, I don't know if you heard, but, Diablerie bad. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just one more hit on him. But if he gets one more hit on me, I'm fucked. Oh, that was a close one. That was so close. Do you see that? Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. How do I get out of here? Disgusting. And I want to know if anyone knows what that thing he did was, because his hands looked electric. It didn't just look like the sort of protein claws you can get. Is this one way? How do I get out of here? That looks one way. Can I jump up? Okay, I can. Rat. It's better than nothing. I'm fucking starving. This opens up a whole side quest, I believe, in checking out the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle, but I wonder if I can go back to the Tremere Regent immediately, or if I would have to get rid of all of them, and that's how I get to be truly part of the Tremere. Despite playing a Tremere character for my one other playthrough, I don't think I ever actually interacted with him that much. What? Boy, what the hell, boy? Boy, what the hell, boy? What's on the other side of here? I actually did it. I actually made the jump. I didn't know you could do that, actually. Okay. The quest log only says to go back to Damsel. It doesn't even mention the other guy. Strauss. Maximilius Strauss. God, crawling through sewers must be disgusting, right? Like, it's weird how often it's a thing in fiction. They act like the sewers are just, like, crawling throughable. Like, if you ever seen a sewer tunnel, they're all about as thin as those entrance and exit tunnels. And it's fucking gross. And it's shit water. And you do not want to be crawling through it for any reason. Still haven't cleaned up the bodies. Oh shit, do I still have my blood? Okay, I thought I still had my shield up. There's nothing in you. Shit, good thing I didn't get sick off her. I didn't think about that. The homeless population here is supposed to be sick. Oh, those guys talking about being enlightened. That's probably what they were talking about. Get back to Strauss and see what he thinks.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
You have a few minutes to talk to me.
Of course.
I'm still looking into
I
the
see.
epidemic. So I can't even tell them they have some information. Alright, interesting. Well, I guess I'll go back to Damsel then, and then I'll probably call it a night. And I'll check out those guys saying they were enlightened later when I get back. I wish games gave you, like, I think there's some game out there. Maybe it was Cyberpunk? But I wish there was, like, games that gave you spots to they just went like, hey, go do some side quests. Because a lot of the times, like, I just go from main quest to main quest. And I guess in a game like this, it's not as, like, end of the world as something like Fallout 4, for example, where it's like, your son's been kidnapped. You're not going to stop to do anything else. Ironically, Cyberpunk also has a pretty important pretty urgent, main plot. Cyberpunk? Did I say Cyberpunk or did I say Sunset Overdrive? That's a game I like. That's not a game that I was going to mention. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's like 7 a.m. here. I haven't gone to bed yet still. Can you just go in through the back door? No, you can't. Shit. You gotta come through the windows. But it's nice, I think, when games give you, or if games gave you, like, a point to just say, hey, go do some side quests, instead of making you just, like, ignore the last thing that an important person told you to do. What? Oh, you can very clearly see through these floors here. It's not even like a... I'm pretty sure you couldn't do that in the patched version. Urinals, but I'm a woman. Condom. They really sell condoms in bathrooms like this?
What?
Never mind, fuck off, bitch.
Candies, I just wanna...
Then kill me.
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah? Do something about it. She really is a fucking tanky. God damn.
Fucking candies, I just wanna...
Grr.
What?
Flightbearer's
Right
dead.
on. Except we just did a second one over near the convention center. They're part of some doomsday cult, apparently. No telling how many there are, but it's open season on all these sick sons of bitches.
I'll start looking for more then. I guess that's it. Jack can't play darts to save his life. Dude, got a hell of pay. I'm going all the way. It's the one song. So let's see the quest logs. More fun with pestilence. Level 1 dialogue dominate. Do I not already have dominate? Yeah, I already have dominate and it starts at 1, so I don't understand the point of that. Is that... Oh, maybe it's that only Ventru can use dominate in dialogue above the first dot, and in being a Tremere that gives me a bonus that lets me use level 1 as opposed to the Ventru that can use all of them? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night here. I hope I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna make the save. I'm gonna cut off the recording.